Success is no accident. It is not the result of luck, of chance, or of circumstance aligning in your favor. Success is the product of a law, a principle as old as the human mind itself, that we become what we think about. Every man and woman who has ever achieved greatness has understood, either consciously or unconsciously, that life gives back in the measure that we plant in it. Thought, action, and persistence form the fertile soil from which success grows. When we look at those who have risen above mediocrity, it is tempting to think they are extraordinary, that they were somehow born with the gift of achievement, or that fortune favored them uniquely. But the truth is simpler, more profound, and more inspiring. Ordinary people achieve extraordinary results when they understand and apply universal principles. Most people who accomplish remarkable things are individuals who understood one fundamental truth: the mind is the most powerful tool we have, and the way we direct it determines the outcomes of our lives. Consider the soil of the earth. If you plant corn, corn will grow. If you plant weeds, weeds will grow. The soil does not care what you plant, it simply returns what is sown. The same principle applies to the mind. Every thought you allow to take root will grow. If you plant fear, doubt, and worry, that is exactly what your life will reflect. If you plant faith, vision, and determination, you will reap opportunity, growth, and success. Most people do not realize the tremendous power they possess because they fail to direct their thoughts consciously. They drift through life, letting circumstance, habit, and the opinions of others dictate the seeds that grow in their minds. Success is not an event, it is a process. It is created daily in small, deliberate steps. It is the culmination of daily decisions, consistent effort, and the persistent refusal to accept less than one's potential. Every day, the choices you make shape the trajectory of your life. Every moment spent in indecision or drifting is a moment where opportunity passes by unnoticed. The person who decides, who commits to a purpose, who takes action, and who persists is already far ahead of the crowd that waits for luck to intervene. There is a myth in our world, a dangerous notion, that success is the product of chance. People say, he's just lucky, or she was in the right place at the right time. Yet, if we study history, we see clearly that those who appear lucky are people who prepared, who acted, who made themselves ready to seize opportunity when it appeared. Fortune favors the prepared mind, the individual who has cultivated skill, discipline, and vision. Without preparation, luck is meaningless and opportunity passes by unnoticed. It begins with thought. The quality of your thoughts determines the quality of your life. Every individual is the architect of their destiny, constructing it brick by brick with every thought, action, and decision. The man who wastes his mind on worry, fear, or bitterness builds a prison around himself. The person who fills their mind with positive, purposeful, and growth-oriented thoughts builds a palace of opportunity. That is why it is said that we become what we think about most of the time. And now, let us take this a step further. Consider a man named Thomas Edison who failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. Did failure define him? No. It was his thoughts, persistence, and belief in his vision that allowed him to turn failure into a stepping stone. He embraced the principle that obstacles are not barriers, but teachers, shaping his mind and sharpening his resolve. Success also begins with clarity. Without a clearly defined goal, a man drifts. Without purpose, life becomes a series of accidents and happenstances. The most successful individuals in the world set their sights clearly, write down their objectives, and pursue them relentlessly. Goals are the compass by which a person navigates the storms of life. Without them, you are like a ship without a rudder, at the mercy of currents and winds destined to wander. And yet, most people do not set goals. They live day to day, drifting, reacting rather than acting. They wait for someday to arrive, a perfect moment that never comes. The perfect time to begin is always now. Delay is the enemy of achievement. Those who succeed are those who begin despite fear, uncertainty, and imperfection. They understand that action taken consistently over time compounds into remarkable results. To deepen this point, let us consider a practical exercise. Take a moment right now to write down 3 goals you wish to accomplish in the next year. Be specific. Visualize the end result. Imagine how achieving each goal would make you feel, how it would impact your life and the lives of those around you. The act of writing solidifies thought into action. It moves intention from the abstract to the concrete. This simple step is a cornerstone of achievement. Success is not measured by possessions, titles, or recognition. These are only byproducts of achievement. True success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If you are moving consistently toward the life you envision, developing yourself, learning, growing, and contributing, you are already successful. Wealth, fame, and accolades follow naturally from the work of building character, skill, and vision. The law of cause and effect governs every aspect of life. Every action produces a reaction. Every decision creates a result. When you sow seeds of effort, discipline, and integrity, you will reap results in the same measure. Conversely, when you neglect your responsibilities, waste your time, or act without purpose, consequences appear inevitably. Life does not cheat. It does not favor. It simply returns to us what we put in. Those who understand and honor this law achieve greatness. Those who ignore it suffer mediocrity. Adversity is not the enemy. It is a teacher. Every obstacle, every challenge, every setback contains within it the seed of opportunity. Those who see failure as final, who surrender in the face of difficulty, will never know the heights they might have achieved. Those who embrace challenges, who extract lessons from hardship, and persist with courage, will find that every difficulty strengthens them, sharpens their resolve, and brings them closer to their goals. Persistence is essential. Rarely does success come quickly. The journey is long, filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. The person who gives up at the first difficulty never experiences the reward of achievement. But the one who persists, who continues to act even when the path is hard, who learns from mistakes and refuses to be discouraged, inevitably reaches the heights they have envisioned. Persistent action toward a worthy goal produces results. The mind, once disciplined, is the greatest force in the universe. It can create wealth, influence, happiness, and fulfillment. It can overcome obstacles, inspire others, and leave a legacy that lasts beyond a lifetime. But the mind will only do this if it is trained, focused, and directed toward a worthy goal. Visualization is a powerful tool. Imagine daily the life you desire. Picture it in detail. See yourself achieving, experiencing, and contributing. Visualization is not mere fantasy. It is the rehearsal of success, training your mind to recognize opportunity and align action with purpose. Just as athletes visualize every movement before competition, you must visualize every action toward your goals. Your attitude determines your altitude. A positive, constructive, and hopeful mindset lifts you above challenges, allowing you to see opportunity where others see only difficulty. Negativity, resentment, and fear weigh the mind down, cloud judgment, and stifle creativity. Those who cultivate optimism, who see the potential in every situation, attract success naturally. They are the ones who find doors opening, who encounter the right people at the right time, who recognize opportunities invisible to those blinded by doubt. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It is the daily commitment to do what must be done, even when it is difficult, uncomfortable, or inconvenient. Discipline is not exciting or glamorous, but it is the engine that drives progress. Every habit you cultivate, every routine you follow, every commitment you honor compounds into results over time. The person who disciplines their mind, body, and actions steadily moves forward. The person who lacks discipline drifts. The difference between the two is the difference between success and mediocrity. Time is the most valuable resource you possess. Every moment wasted is lost forever. You cannot regain the hours you squander, and no wealth or privilege can restore lost opportunity. Those who understand this truth organize their days, prioritize goals, and focus energy on activities that produce meaningful results. Those who do not find life slipping by, filled with regret, frustration, and unmet potential. Let us include another practical exercise. For the next 7 days, track your time in 15-minute intervals. Note how much is spent on activities that move you closer to your goals and how much is wasted. Awareness is the first step toward improvement. You cannot correct what you do not measure. The universe responds to action. Opportunity favors those who move, those who act, those who persist. Waiting, hesitating, or drifting invite stagnation. Those who decide, who act, and who persist create alignment with circumstance, attract the right people, and generate results beyond imagination. The path to achievement is lined with action, not hope. The people who achieve extraordinary results are not those who avoid difficulty. They are those who face it with courage, who continue to act when the world resists, and who never allow fear to dictate their choices. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. The person who takes bold action despite fear demonstrates the power of mind over circumstance. Your environment matters, but it does not define you. You may be surrounded by negativity, limitation, or discouragement. You may face obstacles seemingly beyond your control. Yet within you resides the power to rise above, to focus your mind on what is possible, and to act in accordance with your goals. Those who cultivate the habit of constructive thinking, who fill their minds with positive ideas, and who spend time with people who lift and inspire them, place themselves in the path of success. Consider Abraham Lincoln, who faced repeated failures, political defeats, and personal hardships before becoming one of the greatest presidents in history. Did his environment define him? No. His perseverance, vision, and disciplined mindset shaped his destiny. You too can rise above circumstance when you commit fully. Goals are the compass of life. Without them, you wander aimlessly. With them, each action, each decision, each effort aligns toward a destination of your choosing. Set your goals clearly, Write them down, visualize them daily, and take action relentlessly. Let no obstacle deter you. Let no criticism shake your faith. Let no fear prevent your steps. Every day, take a step. Every day, move closer. Every day, act. In time, the cumulative effect of consistent action produces results beyond imagination. Reflection is essential. Each week, take time to assess your progress. Ask yourself, are my actions aligned with my goals? Am I learning from my mistakes? Am I cultivating the right habits? Honest reflection allows adjustment, ensures growth, and reinforces commitment. Without reflection, you may continue in error, unaware of the small choices that accumulate into significant setbacks. The principle of contribution is equally important. True success is not measured solely by personal gain, but by the impact you have on the world. Those who serve others, who lift those around them, who add value, find life more rewarding, relationships more meaningful, and success more enduring. Contribution multiplies success. A life lived solely for oneself is limited. A life lived in service to others is abundant. Consider Helen Keller, who, despite being deaf and blind, dedicated her life to educating and inspiring others. Her success was measured not in personal wealth, but in the lives she transformed. By contributing beyond herself, she created a legacy that continues to inspire today. Your life, too, can be amplified when you consider not just what you gain, but what you give. Action is the engine of achievement. Ideas alone are insufficient. Planning alone accomplishes nothing. The person who acts, who experiments, who learns through doing, transforms possibility into reality. Every delay, hesitation, or avoidance is a moment lost. Every decision to move forward, no matter how small, builds momentum. Momentum is the multiplier of success. The person who acts consistently finds doors opening, opportunities presenting, and outcomes aligning with their vision. Self-image is critical. The way you see yourself determines the limits of what you believe is possible. Those who see themselves as capable, resourceful, and deserving naturally pursue opportunities, take risks, and persevere. Those who see themselves as limited, unworthy, or inadequate settle for mediocrity. Change your self-image and you change your actions. Change your actions and you change your results. Learning constantly is vital. Knowledge, skill, and insight compound over time. Every book read, every lesson learned, every skill mastered adds to the foundation of success. Those who stop learning stagnate. Those who continue to grow evolve into the people they aspire to become. Your mind is like a muscle. It strengthens use and atrophies with neglect. Feed it. Challenge it. Expand it. Your habits define you. Repeated actions, small and consistent, shape character, discipline, and results. The person who cultivates habits of study, action, reflection, and improvement builds a life of achievement. The person who indulges in distraction, procrastination, or negativity builds a life of limitation. Every habit matters because life is the sum of repeated choices. Time is the most precious resource you possess. Every moment wasted is a moment lost forever. You cannot regain hours squandered, and no wealth or privilege can restore lost opportunity. Those who understand this truth organize their days, prioritize their goals, and focus their energy on the activities that produce meaningful results. Those who do not drift, watching life pass with regret. The world is filled with people who have great ideas but fail to act. The bridge between thought and reality is action. A brilliant idea without execution is like a seed that is never planted. It never grows. It never bears fruit. Action transforms thought into reality. It is the engine of achievement. Begin today, take the first step toward your goal, and momentum will carry you forward. Adversity is inevitable. No life is free from challenge, no journey without obstacles. But adversity is not punishment. It is a test, a teacher, and an opportunity. Those who see setbacks as lessons, who extract wisdom from failure, who adapt and persevere, gain strength, resilience, and clarity. Those who see only hardship, who surrender to circumstance, find themselves trapped in a cycle of frustration and limitation. The choice is yours. Adversity can either be a stepping stone to greatness or a barrier to progress. Courage is the hallmark of achievers. Fear will appear, often in the form of doubt, criticism, or uncertainty. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action despite fear. Every time you act despite doubt, you reinforce your resilience, your confidence, and your ability to achieve. Courage grows stronger with use. Each act of boldness compounds into greater confidence and momentum. The universe responds to action. Opportunity favors those who act decisively, consistently, and with purpose. Waiting, hesitating, or drifting invites stagnation. Those who act align themselves with circumstance, attract the right people, and create results. The path to achievement is paved with action, not hope. Visualization is more than imagination. It is rehearsal. Picture your goals daily. See yourself achieving them in precise detail. Visualize the steps, the actions, and the success. This mental rehearsal aligns your subconscious with opportunity, primes your decision-making, and strengthens your focus. Athletes, musicians, and leaders all employ visualization to amplify results. you can do the same. Discipline is the foundation of sustained progress. Life will tempt you with distraction, ease, and comfort. Discipline ensures that each day, each decision, each action aligns with your long-term goals. Routines, habits, and rituals compound over time into extraordinary results. Without discipline, even the most brilliant ideas and goals fade into mediocrity. Contribution amplifies success. True achievement is measured not only by personal gain, but by the lives you touch and the value you add. Those who serve others, who uplift, educate, or inspire, find life more meaningful and success more enduring. Helen Keller, Nelson Mandela, and countless others demonstrate that impact is a multiplier. Your efforts, when aimed at positive contribution,